Okay, so we have a new space point in which I'm then going to do hull regeneration, and that was all we received from that particular mission. We also have the body armor, we have upgraded shielding, and we have this phase rifle. Of course, we're also going to get rid of this phase rifle as well, so we have one simple weapon. We're going to give this pistol to our new engineer, and then we're going to remove Dad's issues. Does Tarsi still has her shield? Because she was here first, I'm going to give her that. So we're all up and running for Painful Omen. Deep Space Station K-13 hadn't been heard from for some time. Starfleet Command wants you to find out what's going on out there.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant. Nebraska's getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
Yeah, it looks like we get a science officer. So, let's be on our way. We actually makes a lot of sense for us, because in this time period there wasn't overly too many starships around. There are still a lot, but not so many, so the distance, we're probably one of the closest anyway. So we have Halter on the USS Medina. We have Danny 3390 on the USS Alunan. I don't know that word. We have the USS A39 with Annie, USS Kitano. And we're coming up for the system now. There's a lot of debris or asteroids. There's like 4 different asteroid belts circling that planet at once. But here we go. Deep Space Station K13 orbits Beta Fornicia 3, an unremarkable Class K planet. The station was recently constructed by Starfleet in response to elevated Orion Syndicate activity in the sector. Okay. Painful Omens. We've arrived near Deep Space K-13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all. From K-13 or other ships in the system. Scan for signs of enemy ships or activity. Sensors aren't detecting any enemy vessels or warp signatures. No sign of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it. Yellow alert, prepare for approach. USS Meridian.
Ship is under attack.
Damn it. Pioneer class. We have the USS. What could have happened? This is surprisingly easier than the Klingons. Not Klingons, the Gorn. Damn it. So let's get her into an available position and fire. I'll make sure we don't fire at the first available opportunity just so we get in a better position, and I still miss. Alright, fire.
4 shields failing. Target's shields have failed.
Fire. No, lag. Fire. And disabled. Captain, those were Starfleet ships assigned to patrol the sector. I don't think that was a war game or training sim. Their weapons were at full power. See if you can raise any of the ships, use any channels, try whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! The station came from the station!
Who's taking control? What's happening over there? Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately. Captain Dauntry mentioned the station. Bring us close to scan K-13. I don't like this. In the slightest. No signs of combat aboard the station, Captain. No hostile life forms reading either. Everything's quiet. Sensor picking up a number of life signs over there, but not reading any unusual activity. All the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over and have a look. Have a landing party meet me in the transporter room. So, let's go! And we have Hunter again. Not overly boastful. Those blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here, but with whom? No signs of Klingon or Romulan weapons fire, just Federation. I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's pop into sickbay.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected? With what exactly?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly, Ensign.
Temet. And while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
A logical precaution, Ensign. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Sounds serious. Any recommendations?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Take any edge I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system. This is Lieutenant Bowen of the USS Windsor. Is anyone on the station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way to you. Bowing out.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent, Ensign. You're with us. Let's gear up and head to engineering. Okay, so it appears they've got the best equipment. Proceed through the mess hall. Where exactly is the mess hall? Lounge.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
Scan him.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on this station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed. Let's keep going. Very peculiar. How do these creatures have any relation to the Tachyon? Did someone from the future or from the past bring them here?
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Didn't realize they had engaged in combat. Okay, it's down here anyway. The creatures, if I remember correctly, are those flat jellyfish-like ones that killed Kirk's brother.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Let's not keep him waiting then. Do we go this way? Yes.
Hi there. It's good to see you, friend. There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
Is that so, Tomat?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Deniven parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Glad you're with us, Scotty. Lead the way. Okay. So we have
Aye,
photon
this is one of the
grenade
broken
launcher.
relays, right here.
Wait,
That one was easy. Just a few more to go. Alright, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Scott.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. Wee devils that they are.
Hunting. How very hunting.
I'll have this fixed up straight away.
Yes,
That
next.
takes care of that. No trouble at all.
Alright, then left.
Ah, this one just needs new fuses.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Oh, jeez.
There we are. Good as new.
And then the last one. Down here. Left. Right. Left.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer. There we are now.
Where the hell did Daniel go? Daniel? Why the hell did I just call him Daniel? Lieutenant Ensign Hunter.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Thank you, Tomet. I'm going in the wrong direction. Why did I just call him Daniel? That's... I have no idea. base with Scott, Tomet, Hunter, Tassie, Skyline. Everyone's here. Let's activate UV lighting. Done.
Ah, it looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, Scotty, stay safe. And we need to take Jeffrey's tube to command center. Jeffrey's tube, the small little square shapes that tunnel our way through.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Yeah, who the hell are they? Get rid of them.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
They look a bit like Remans. Who are they? Damn it. I didn't have a chance to see. Talk to Hunter. Why?
We need to talk.
Now's not a good time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting.
Oh my god, everything's
That's
coming
why
back
I'm
to me
here
now.
The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Yes, let's return back to the Windsor. Yes, everything came back to me. I remember where he's from. Ptolemy is holding the Nakul off. Well, we've rescued the other ships, but they won't last long. K-13 is hailing us, Captain, on screen.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Thanks, Scotty.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched.
Sorrel,
Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
the image isn't coming up. Sorrel sounds Vulcan, but his voice doesn't sound Vulcan.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew was taken over by neural parasites. We've defeated them. Now we need your help fighting this alien ship.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledged.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ironburst could disrupt it.
That seems to be working. We've taken out the forward shields. Isn't going? There's an item route. Oh, we seem to be failed. Just a little bit longer. What the? Is that a temporal gateway?
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
Acknowledged. Evacuate the station. Evacuate the station. What's offline?
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride.
Three individuals. There are 3 individuals on that station.
Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Well, when did it go to? Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up some distress signals from inside the station. Damn, we missed some people. They're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll speak soon, Daniels. And I'm going to need some more answers. System scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything's back to normal. We can leave the system. Let's depart.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And we now have Temet. So, just like with Scavrin in between parts, I'm gonna change up his uniform a little, although you can't really tell with him because there wasn't many differences made, but do some changes and we will get on in the next mission. Bye guys.